Okay, welcome. We are continuing our review of the 46th lesson of ACID for anyone who's keeping track at home. And, let's get it started on. It worked. Yay! It worked again. I'm so happy. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look and welcome back. How are you? How was the wedding?
Nice.
I saw you.
Good.
I saw you dancing a little bit.
Yes.
That's all. Nothing. Just good.
I'm
What
just
What was your
good.
favorite part?
I eat a lot, I drink a lot, and
What did you drink most?
um I não tinha, como é não tinha? How can I
There
say?
wasn't.
There wasn't Aperol spritz.
Oh
Oh,
no.
yes. But uh there wasn't. There wasn't Moscow Mule.
There was in that
There
case.
was.
Moscow Mule.
Yes.
So it was Moscow Mule then.
Yes.
Very nice. Okay. Uh, what does Moscow Mule have in it again? I forgot.
Oh my god. My second favorite
No, I know it's your
drink.
second favorite, but I forgot what it has in it.
Gin,
Gin.
gin,
Gene
and
is like Billie
gin.
Jean is
It's
not
like
my lover. That's Gene. This is gin.
gin.
Yeah.
Okay, gin and I don't know, uma espuma
So
de
like
gengibre.
so like ginger foam. I don't think it'd be foam, but anyway, I'm sure there's a nicer word than foam, but ginger. Let's just say ginger foam, just for the sake of argument.
Yeah.
Is that it? Just
Yeah, that algo
gin and
assim.
ginger, basically.
Basically.
All right, right on. What was the best food there? What was your favorite thing to eat there?
Um, uh, how can I say salmon in English?
Salmon.
Salmon.
Mm.
I ate salmon
Grilled
with
grilled salmon
rice with alho,
with garlic.
garlic, garlic.
Was it grilled? Grilled salmon?
Yes,
Yeah, okay. Very nice.
very nice.
I was going to ask you, oh, I forgot. I was going to ask you something else. All right.
Então, estava muito gostoso.
Great. That sounds like fun.
Oh my god.
Where is my stuff? I opened it up. And oh, there it is. Okay. So, let's take a look. What's the difference between candy and sweet?
Oh, vixe. Eu lembro, mas não vou saber
I'm sorry,
explicar.
I don't speak Portuguese right now. I don't understand Portuguese right now.
I think I remember that, but I can't explain it.
Well,
Um,
try.
Sweet is when have more sugar, a
So
lot of
remember,
sugar.
okay. So remember, in this case, how do we say "thang" in these cases?
There are
There is because sugar is uncountable, right?
okay, there
But you're right.
is
Good. Uh huh.
uh when there is a lot of sugar,
Then it's
too
sweet.
much.
Too much sugar is sweet. So there isn't like a good sweet. Be-
Uh-uh.
because if you say too much sugar, then it means that it's too sweet, right?
Yes, too
So
sweet.
so does that mean there is no Good sweet? It's only when it's too sweet?
Yes.
No.
Não? Errei? É um dos
Yeah.
dois, né?
No, it's actually neither one. In American English, well, actually, let me share so we can take a look here. The difference is in American English.
Candy.
So in American English, candy is like balas. It's like I like to say anything that you can give a kid on Halloween,
Ah, ok.
right? So you don't give a kid cake, you don't give them pie, you don't give them flan. What's flan?
Não sei.
Pudding.
Hum,
Yeah, we call it flan because pudding is the like quase mousse, mas mousse um
Uhum.
pouquinho mais saudável, não é exatamente mousse que mousse é mousse, mas okay. So that's candy and sweets as a noun. As what's a noun? What does noun mean? Do you remember?
Pronome?
Substantivo.
Substantivo, tudo bom.
Pronoun, that's what you were thinking of, is pronoun is pronome, but noun is substantivo. So sweets as a noun is British English.
Hum,
And so if they say she doesn't want her kids to eat sweets, it's possible to hear that in American English, but it's more common in British English, where we would either use most often we use candy, which is that specific kind of candy that basically has a wrapper. What's a wrapper? Wrapper is embalagem.
hum,
It has a wrapper. So like candy bars, chocolate bars, uh, gum, hard candy, um, those kinds of things. So those we call candy, where in American English we call things like cake and pie and flan and all those kinds of things. We usually call that dessert. What is dessert? What does dessert mean?
sobremesa.
Sobremesa, exactly. Where obviously I'm not a British English expert, but from what I've seen on TV, then they use sweets for most all of that. Where in most cases we divide it between candy and uh, and dessert, in my experience. But sweet in American English is usually used as the adjective.
Aham.
Okay, so if we want to describe something, we can say it's sweet, or like uh, sweet tea, like sweet iced tea is very common, especially in the southern United States, where they add sugar to uh, their. A lot of times they have tea that they make in the sun, which is very cool, and then they have iced tea. Have you ever had iced tea?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you think? Did you like it?
No.
No? Okay. I think that's kind of common. It's like the idea of iced coffee. Like Val, the first time Val heard about iced coffee, she thought it was ridiculous.
No, I don't like it.
It's good, especially Frappuccino is the best thing ever created. It is
Uh,
heaven on earth. Frappuccino is so good. I I
Yep.
reckon I recommend. I think probably my favorite Frappuccino is probably the one at Franz Cafe here in Palmas. They have a really good Frappuccino.
Really?
Yes, and you know what? In the U.S., this is gonna seem weird, but the best Frappuccino I've had is, of course, Starbucks. Uh,
Yes.
they have one that's really good. I can't remember which one was my favorite, but even better than Starbucks was the Burger King Frappuccino.
Burger
Yes,
King?
that's why I was really surprised.
Oh,
I was driving I was driving probably like 500 kilometers and I wanted to stay awake. So I stopped at Burger King to get something to eat and I decided to get a Frappuccino to try and stay awake. And it was the best Frappuccino I've ever had. So, of course, I don't know if they still do because this was uh, like 12 or 13 years ago. So I don't know if they still have it, but it was fantastic. And of course, they don't have it here because
I'm very
have it
surprised.
here. Yeah, me. I was too. I was like, I'll just get it just to stay awake,
Oh,
and it was fantastic. So if you're ever at Burger King in the States, then see if they still have the Frappuccino because it's fantastic. The
okay.
boss is the Mandashuva.
I'm a boss.
Yes, you're a girl boss,
Yes.
which is a new marketing term, a new, I guess, category of boss. Very cool. Uh, let's continue on there.
Esse daí é qual lição, teacher?
We're still reviewing 46.
Number 6.
Yeah, because we're more worried about conversation than we are content,
Uhum.
right?
Ah, aqui, ó, verdade.
Right?
Right.
Yeah. So we're not chasing certificates, we're chasing fluency. Ooh, I'm going to use that in my marketing. You like that? We're
Okay, sorry.
we're not chasing certificates, we're chasing fluency. What is chasing? What is to
I
chase?
don't know, eu já ia perguntar.
Correr atrás.
Agora repete aí. I'm chasing.
We're not chasing certificates, we're chasing fluency. That's
Hum,
deep, right? Yeah. That wasn't even
gostei.
that wasn't Chat GPT. That was me. Okay. Uh, let's say you go somewhere and everybody looks worried. What is worried?
É, com
To
medo? Não.
no, close. To worry or so to worry is se preocupar. Worried is preocupado.
Ah, don't worry, be
Don't
happy.
worry. Now se preocupe. Yeah, there you go. Music helps a lot. I'm gonna
Ah,
I'm gonna create at some point. I'm going to create a course based on music, but not just like songs that you have the lyrics to, but like connective things that connect. Like don't worry,
yes.
be happy. To remember, worry, and there are a lot of those things. Like the Tonight song. You remember that one? Tonight. You remember
Ah.
that? So like
Hum?
that one and all of those connecting ones. I have a dream of doing an English teaching like production where there's a DJ and I teach and then the DJ plays songs that do connections. That's like my dream is to someday set that up. So if there if there's a DJ watching who wants to work with me and develop it, that's one of my 500 dreams. Okay, so what do you say? Let you go somewhere where everybody looks worried. What could your reaction be?
Ah, I don't know.
If I say Inawada, oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
Calm down.
No, calm down. Calm down. Probably, especially if it's a woman, you don't want to say that. If there were five worst things that you could say to Val, number one is calm down. And I think, and she said that she says that, and I think that's true of most women. That the number one thing you should never tell a woman is calm down, because most of them do exactly the opposite. But so calm down. I guess that's a possibility. But what if you want to know what's going on? Well, what's going on is actually I gave away one of the possibilities is what's going on. But what's another way to ask what's going on?
What's happened?
What was the first word? I just
Calm
did it.
down.
No, the first word and what you said now. You said two words.
Okay. What's happened?
What was the first word?
The
No, the first word in English that you said.
the first why? What happened? A
Okay,
W
okay,
W N.
I just wanted you to repeat the pronunciation
Ah,
because what you're doing. And remember, now we're working on Americanizing your pronunciation. So you're to the point now where you've got good vocabulary. You've got your grammar is getting better and better. But what I want to do is Americanize your pronunciation. So the problem with what happened is that it sounded to me like you said what's.
no. What happened?
I know, but I'm telling you what I heard. I know
Ah,
what
okay, sorry.
that's why I had you repeat it so I knew exactly what you
Uh,
wanted to say. So, what we need to do is we need to eat that T. Instead of what, we need to say what. What? Remember
what happened?
your tongue is going to touch what happened. Now, you're also going to give a little bit stronger of a D because on in one of the times that you said it, it sounded like happen, which doesn't have a D. Happen. So we want to say happened, happened. But the D is going to be that D actually that I said now was too strong. So we want to make that D really soft. Happen, happened, happened. What?
What happened?
Yes. So what happened?
What happened? What
You
happened?
yeah, but again now it's going back to happen. So it needs to be happened, happened.
Happened.
It's very
Happened.
very light, but it's still perceptible. It's still there.
What happened?
Good. That's good. That's good right there. Now, so that's if you want to know in the past, right? Why is everybody this way? Why what caused it, right? What caused it to happen now? What if you want to know what's going on right now?
Happened.
I'm sorry?
What happened?
Nope. If you're asking, if it's like an expression where you're asking what's going on right now, then how do you say things that are happening at this moment? What do we use? What form do we use to say things that are happening at this moment? I just gave you a huge key, a huge tip right there on accident.
Mm,
Things that are happening.
things are happening.
Happening, right?
Para perguntar o que está acontecendo agora nesse segundo.
Yes. So how do you ask what's going on right now using the verb happen?
É, what are happening?
Okay, except that in my sentence it was are because I said things. But in the expression, we want to talk about a singular thing that is happening. So instead of what are happening, then it would be what's happening.
What is happening?
Yes, but we contract the what and is and say what's happening.
What's happening?
What's
What's
now you want to say the s that you don't. If you say what happened, you want to make sure that there's no even close to S sound, where if you say the present, it has to have that S sound of what's happening.
what's happening?
Yep, that's it. All right. So let me share here the uh, so that we can visualize it. Okay, so what's happening is when what? When do we use that?
Now,
Can you say
when
can
something uh, now.
yeah, something is still can you see it? It's still happening. Can you see that?
It's still happening.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Then
What
it
happened? What happened?
no, I see it disappeared again. The D disappeared again.
Happened.
Happened. Yeah. What
What happened?
happened?
What happened?
Hmm.
Oh my gosh.
And that's if it what?
If it already happened.
Good.
Now I understand what happened. What happened? Muito difícil falar o D e
I'm
não
sorry.
falar ao mesmo
I
tempo.
don't understand. I know. That's why. What's remember? What do I always say is the worst part of English for people that are learning English?
D?
Pronunciation, which is D is
Ah,
part of pronunciation, but pronunciation is the worst part because English is not a phonetic language.
yes. I don't know.
Yes, you do. You know, and you know more and more every class. You just don't know everything, but nobody knows everything. So,
To happen, to go on. What's going on?
well, say again.
What's going on?
Now going. So
Going on.
you're going more
Going
towards gonna, right? But gonna is going to, and this is not going to. This is going on.
on.
So here it's what's going on. Here we need to say going, and we can't bring it together like gonna on doesn't make sense because it's not going to be
What's going
gonna.
on?
Hmm.
What's wrong with you? O que tem de errado com você?
Right, which is very common in Portuguese.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? So wrong is we know that wrong is incorrect or errado, right? So it can be
Uh-huh.
either a wrong answer or something's wrong. Something's wrong, right? There's something that isn't right. Yeah, so that's pretty deep. If it's wrong, it's not right. That's a fantastic explanation.
What's the weather like? It's calm, sunny.
So if I say something and you want to agree, if I say, for example, Brazilian weddings are crazy but fun, what would your reaction to that be?
Writing
Brazilian weddings are crazy but fun.
Brazilian weddings is what?
Oh, what does Brazilian weddings mean?
No,
Oh, no.
I
So
don't know.
if I say uh, Brazilian weddings are crazy but fun, how what would your reaction to that be? Do you agree? Do you disagree? And how do you do that?
I agree,
Okay, so
probably.
I agree. But
But
if I'm talking about Brazilian weddings, you're probably going to use less formal, right? I agree is can be used in a little bit more formal or normal situations. But there's another way that we can say tá certo.
and it's true.
It's true, that works. Or
And
how do we say certo?
right,
Yeah, right. So you could just say right. Or
right.
you could also say what can we put together with right to make it a little bit more emphatic?
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Peter and I are going to get married. I need to make more money. That's right.
Yes.
I need to make more money.
What is make?
Então, fazer mais dinheiro?
Usually, right? Usually it's fazer, but the best translation here would be ganhar. So here is
Mm,
something interesting where we have it's not a, I was going to say false cognate, but it's not a false cognate. It's just uh, a false translation
mm-hmm.
where for example, how do we say ganhar dinheiro? Well, if you think that ganhar, what is ganhar usually? Like if eu ganho jogo,
Win.
win. So it's very common to hear Brazilians that are learning English to say, I need to win more money. But
Uh-huh.
win is if it's a competition. So you can win money in the lottery or you can win money in a contest. But if it's almost always when we work to get more money, then
Mm,
we either use make money or we use earn money. Earn being a little bit more formal, and we can use it also figuratively, like earn someone's respect. Ganhar o respeito, but you have to work to earn someone's respect. So that's the difference. Uh, Generally, the difference between winning something and earning something is that you use win, it's given to you usually because of a contest or some other thing like that, and earn, then you have to make some kind of effort in order to get it. So that's the main difference between earn and win. And then make, because literally, if I say I need to make money, it sounds like it's fake money, it's counterfeit. That I'm actually going to draw on paper and try and create money. But this is when we talk about making this way with money, then we're talking about earning money, and that's
I
the
need
difference.
to make more money
Yes, I think
too.
we all do. I think, or at least we want to. We may, in some cases, we may not need to, but we may want to. It just, obviously depends on the person. But I feel
Yes.
like I'm very grateful for what I have, and I don't actually need to make more money, but I want to because I want to be a digital nomad. I want to I want to teach online from all over the world. So I definitely, in order to do that, I need more money. But uh,
I need, I want.
okay.
Tudo.
Um, how about let's go. How do you say? Uh, oh, let's go back because we didn't record the first thing that you said. You let's see. I want to say it without giving you the answer. You got on an airplane, right?
Yes.
Last night,
Yes.
and then what happened?
Eh, I got here.
Exactly. Got here. And what time did you get here?
I don't know.
Yes, you did. You told me before. Did you forget?
Yes, but
You forgot the word?
esquece que eu falei Guedes.
No, no, you got the verb is right. What time did you get here?
Midnight. At
Mid
midnight.
Midnight. Okay. I thought you forgot midnight. That's why I was laughing because I just told you before we started the recording, but you remembered. Yeah. And you used
Yes.
so notice that you said I got here, right? And I asked what time did you get here? Why did I use get and not got if it's the past tense?
Mm-mm.
What time did you get here?
Ah,
Ah.
entendi. Mas aí é no caso da pergunta, né? Que pode, porque tem o did.
Or if you say eu não cheguei 1 hora da madrugada.
I Um, I don't get.
What is I don't get? Eu não chego.
Eu não chego. Espera aí, teacher, só um minuto. Marli! Oh, tá bom, desculpa, achei que eu não tinha ouvido. Tá.
Marley. Okay,
Espera aí,
so
até me
I I
perdi.
I don't get is eu não chego. But
Eu não chego.
if you want to say não cheguei,
I did. I did get.
I did get is emphatically to say eu realmente cheguei. What's the negative?
Didn't.
Okay.
I didn't get here at midnight.
Okay. I said 1, but okay. Because you did get here at midnight, but you didn't get here at 1, right? So, but yeah, that good. Didn't. If it were the case, then I didn't get here at midnight. I did get here at midnight. I So what's the difference now? What's the difference between I got here at midnight and I did get here at midnight? Can you say I did get here at midnight?
I think so, but I don't know the difference.
Can I use did or do or does in affirmative statements?
No. Tá cortando.
I think we're having. Yeah, I need to change my. I hope this doesn't cause a problem. I need to change my internet real fast.
Então, no, because it's negative.
Okay. Now, generally, I always say this, but I don't focus on this. We usually don't use auxiliary verbs with weak verbs in affirmative statements. For example, I understand. We usually don't use do, but it is possible to use do or does or did in those situations if I want it to be more emphatic. So if I tell you, you didn't get here at midnight, then you could say, I did get here at midnight. It means the same thing, but it's like putting really into it. It's like saying, I really did get here at midnight. Realmente. So it's not grammatically incorrect. It's just, I like to say it's used about 10% of the time. It's not very common. Now, I have a student a former student who spent, I think, a year of high school in Canada. So her last year of high school, she went on an exchange program to Canada, and she said that they use do and did and does much more than in American English. So it's more common if you go to Canada to hear them using I do like cheese, for example, when in most cases in American English we wouldn't. But it is possible to use for emphasis.
Entendi.
Any questions on that?
Not for now.
Okay. Now, what time did you get to Goiânia?
On Friday, I got there at 10 o'clock.
Perfect. That's what I wanted. I got there. So get here, get there, and then if I ask you, um, tell me about the last time you went to New York and tell me about your arrival using get. I'm trying not to give you the answer.
Um, I got there. I don't remember exactly.
Okay, that's fine.
I
But
th-
what I want you to
okay,
do,
whatever. I
but
think so.
I want you to use I want you to use the name New York. How does it
Okay,
change if you use the name New York?
okay. Um, I got to New York on October the last year.
Close. Close.
Melhor a cara dele esperando eu corrigir, terminar de. Ai, é, it's a good story for someone who wants.
Yeah, this was from my last class.
Okay.
Uh, so I got
I got
to
to New York
in.
in October of last year.
Why is
Uh,
it in and not on or over or under or at or
um, because I remember that you teaching me when I'm going to use months. Lembra? Aí eu lembro da caixinha, que os dias dos meses estão dentro, não vou conseguir explicar isso.
good. Okay, so there's a
Mas eu nem.
box,
Yes.
right? So we have, let's do this. So
Não, na verdade tá errado, né?
no.
Não, tá certo.
So what it is, believe it or not, this is a calendar.
Aham.
Okay, so here's our calendar, weeks and our days, and in this case there are only 4 days in the week.
Ok.
So we have
Ai.
Monday,
Hum.
Monday, Tuesday,
Hum.
Wednesday, Thursday. That worked out okay.
Tá ótimo.
Oops, let's do that. Undo that. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And this is the first, second, third, etc., etc., etc.
Uhum.
Okay. The key is, when do we usually use in? If I have a box
Uhum.
and I want to say ang, then it's in. So what about Palmas, for example, or Tocantins, or Brazil? Do I use in, at, on? What do I use in that case?
In,
In, why?
because it's inside in the line.
Yeah, so this is Brazil,
Hum.
this is Tocantins, and
Parece pulmão.
and this is Palmas. Okay, so what happens is we've got, give me a color here, we'll go blue. So we've got, how do we say this thing here? The lines.
Aham.
In English, that is the border. So Brazil has borders. Tocantins has borders. And Palmas has borders. So countries, cities, states, they all have borders.
Mm-hmm.
So when we talk about inside those borders, it's like inside of a box. And that's why everybody says, we say, in Brazil, in Tocantins, in Palmas, because it's inside of those borders. If we imagine that a calendar also has borders,
Mm-hmm.
these are the borders of the calendar. So if I talk about the month specifically, so this is October, the month of October. If I talk about the month, I'm talking about inside of that border of the month. So that's why I use in October. Now, if I talk about the day, do I use in?
No, on.
No. Why? Because it's on that day. It's em cima daquele dia. It's
Mm-hmm.
on, and it's getting really ugly, so I'm going to do this. So it's on August. Well, let's put it all here. Let's go on August 18th, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Two things to recognize here beyond on is that months are always capitalized in English. Capitalized, uppercase, that means letra mayúscula, capitalized or uppercase. And then in most cases in American English, we use the ordinal number for a date. The first, the second, the third, the fourth, the 17th, the 18th, the 19th, the 20th, etc., etc., etc.
But não é.
What?
Então não é in.
In October, but
Ok.
but if you say the date,
Ah, tá. Não, tá certo. Pronto, é
now
isso.
look at this. There's another interesting thing that
Uhum.
happens if we use. What if you say, "What? Give me a date, an approximate date of when you went." I got to New York in October
Maybe um October 20th.
20th. Okay, good. So I got to New York. Now look at this.
Uhum.
So what happens here?
Aí é o
Now,
dia, né? Não é.
yeah. So the focus,
Uhum.
because even though I say the month, the focus is the day. The 20th of October is a day. It's not a month. It's a day in the month. And so that's why, even if I say 20th of October, even though I have October, I'm still going to use on. If I only say the month, if I only say October, then it's going to be in. If I only say the 20th, I say on October 20th. And the last thing here, how about if I say I got there and then I say the day, for example, Wednesday? Am I going to use in or am I going to use on?
On,
Exactly. Why?
because it's outside in the line.
Well, actually, it's inside, right? Because even though these are the days, right? But the day itself it's still this day. So it's still on that day. If it's the 20th, for example, if it's the 20th, it's going to be, it's still here. Oops, except I said Wednesday. So let's do that. So if it's the 20th, it's still Wednesday. It's still that day. So it's going to be on. If I say Wednesday or if I say the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
So the last thing with that is what we call the difference between Wednesday and the 20th. Do you know what that is? Wednesday is the day. 20th is what?
Date.
The date. So we can bring that and we can summarize that as, for months, I'm going to use in. For days and dates, I'm going to use on.
Ok.
You with me?
Yes. Processando. O HD processando.
Okay. All right.
Os desenhos são os melhores.
Yeah, no, it's like I say, I'm an artist. I'm
Muito bom.
I'm an artist of modern art. Not classical by any stretch of the imagination. All right, so we'll continue with this, and this is all 46, but I think it's important to go deeper
Yes.
than to just do surface type stuff. So that's why we've done that. All right, that's it for everybody. Thank you, and for you, don't disconnect yet, please. All right, thanks everybody. Until Wednesday, 9 a.m. Brazilian Standard Time.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye. See ya.